Cricket from the Coat Hangers, and you're listening to Drop the Mic.
Since its inception, Eden Hall Academy has taken great pride in its tradition of excellence.
And so today, we proudly open our doors via full scholarships to a truly gifted group of student athletes.
Hi, we're the Ducks.
Welcome back to San Diego's own pop culture podcast. We are your hosts, J-Dub and the Swan, and tonight we have two special guests, Diego Luna.
What is up? And it's too fucking sweet to be here.
And Miss Emma Duenas.
Hi.
What an intro, what an intro. They will be helping us review D3, The Mighty Ducks. That's right, people. Episode 104, Being the Man. Before we dive into our thoughts about the film, let's talk pop culture news.
And now for a special news report. Brought to you by Drop the Mic.
Alright, we're going to pass it down to Mr. James Warney.
Alright. So Disney has reinstated James Gunn as director for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
Thank
So
you.
he's on both
There is
sides
a
of the
God.
fence now.
God.
I want to get everyone's thoughts on this. Was this kind of a stunt by Disney to like not fire him and then bring him back to kind of maybe promote it or bring up some hype, or did they just kind of figure they screwed up and
They screwed up,
Yeah.
like big time.
I think morally they thought that they had to, and then when nobody, like you said, off the air, nobody would pick up this fucking project with the 10-foot pole. They're like, no, this belongs to Gunn. We're not touching this. And, you know, they probably went through so many people, and after the last announcement where they're like, okay, we'll use the fucking script.
Yeah.
But then we had talked about it previously on the show, that we thought that he wasn't going to be able to take on the project because he's already, under Warner Brothers wings now.
Yeah.
But apparently maybe they were just going to push back that production. Either that or he's a madman and he'll just do both.
Do both, yeah.
But holy shit, what a person to kind of break down those boundaries and work for both,
It's like that
Comic book
that meme
company.
I sent you with Thanos holding the knife,
Yeah.
but they photoshopped James Gunn's head, and he's like, "See, perfect balance."
perfect balance.
So what made Disney say, like, let's get him back?
I think it's because one, like Wes had said, or we had talked about, no director would touch it because James Gunn made those characters basically a bunch of characters that nobody really wanted to watch, and they had already decided and put out into the world that they were going to use his script that he had written for it already. And I think that's a big reason, because directors, when they come onto a movie, they want to have their own creative spin on something. And when Disney's like, you're using this script, but we want you to direct our movie, they're probably like, oh, well, I can't really change anything because...
Right.
And then that's probably a turnoff for a lot of directors. And a lot of fans were like, we want James Gunn. And then...
I think maybe Disney wasn't expecting all those people.
I don't think they were
to be
expecting
like,
that hate or that...
Yeah.
That backlash.
Yeah.
Like of people like coming back and
Dude, what if he said, he was like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Well, because early on there, when they said they fired him and everything, I know there was news about them kind of just shelving the movie and them not even really kind of... they were talking about not even doing it and just... all we need is 2 movies. We're not going to do a 3rd one. That's it. But
no. We need a third.
I know Dave Bautista was a huge advocate for James Gunn, saying like, this guy made my career. He's a good guy. Yeah, he messed up in the past by saying those jokes or whatever. But I'm sure there's a lot of things that we said 10 years ago that we wish we didn't say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not everybody's perfect, man.
So it's just, I don't know. And he was like, if they make the 3rd one without Gunn, you can kill my character. That's what he said. And he's like, I know I'm under contract, but I'll buy out my contract.
So what makes James Gunn different than all those other people that had like stuff resurfaced or whatever? Like
I don't know.
That House of Cards guy. What did?
Well, his was like I mean, James Gunn's was bad, but his was more jokes. Like it was never something that he had done. He was just, but they were horrible jokes. Like things you don't joke about. And
or like, what about Liam Neeson? Didn't he just recently say something that's
super
racist? You know. So
and I'm sure that's gonna haunt him for years.
It'll affect him a little bit.
Why?
You haven't heard?
No, I haven't heard actually. I've been out of the loop, by the way. I've been out of the loop from everything.
On a recent interview, I think it was for a talk show or something, he was supposed to be promoting a newer movie that he was in, right? Mm-hmm. And he told this joke, not a joke, but a story about, I guess a woman, one of his close friends was assaulted by an African American man. And I guess he was infuriated by it, so he supposedly
stalked the streets,
or he would wait in this bar and wait for any African American guy to come through the door, and then kind of fantasize about beating the shit out of them. Apparently, and he told this story. And
it was recorded and everything. I don't think the people who were doing this interview expected that.
They had no idea he was going to say it. He just kind of said it on the fly.
And everybody was like...
And the host was kind of like
oh, so anyways...
So we're not touching Liam Neeson.
Career suicide right there.
Yeah.
But
to say that out loud,
that's the thing is, like, you have to be careful about what context you use and how you use it, especially being a public figure.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with James Gunn. Is he said some stuff. He has this weird kind of sense of humor, or he
really dry, dark,
and not everybody's gonna get it, or they're gonna think of him in a different light because of these. It
was like pedophilia jokes.
Yeah.
And he thought it was funny at the time because it was on Twitter. So, but I mean, again, Disney knew about that because Disney they do their research. The only reason
he had already publicly apologized for this years ago when it happened, and that's the thing is these somebody resurfaced it because of. He was running down somebody like Roseanne Barr or some other public figure, and so this guy on Twitter got upset and called him out and said, "Well, what about this?"
And so there were screenshots of it all and everything.
And I feel like Disney they feel like their back was against the wall and they had to do something as a way of kind of watching their own ass. Yeah, they're like, you know what, dude?
They had to make an example out of him.
He just got caught in the crossfire of this kind of PC world we live in, and I don't think it was necessarily a bad thing at the time, as long as the time has passed and then they realize like, oh, maybe we were a little too harsh.
Bro, Hulk Hogan came out in the fucking porn saying the N-word and he's back in WWE. Yeah, James Gunn is gonna fucking direct Guardians of the Galaxy.
I didn't even know that.
So I mean fucking yeah. I mean, they gotta save their ass. Disney's just gonna be like, well, we didn't know, but we're just gonna bring you back later.
I think they shouldn't even have acknowledged it. And I mean, but like they had to make an example because it was brought up and people were like, it was a big thing on social media.
If you ask me, I think it was because it was pedophilia and that's kids, and Disney's target audience is kids in that group. You have to be careful.
Yeah, that is true.
But he went on Instagram and I think Twitter saying thank you for all the continued support, even when he was fired up until now, and he cannot wait to get started. But he also said he will be devoting 100% of his energy to Suicide Squad 2, and then after that's done, he's going to start production or development on.
What a turn!
So he's gonna be working for probably the next 4 years.
Damn,
nothing wrong with that, right?
No.
And
we're gonna get
it was a big pickup. It was a great pickup for Warner Brothers. They're like, fucking Disney's loss is our gain.
And
that's what I said too in the beginning when that happened. I was like, oh, like they're like, oh yeah, sure, come over here. They don't want you.
Disney was like,
Because of
give
fuck.
me that sloppy segment.
Yep.
I don't care.
We'll take it. We'll take it. Speaking of Disney, with Disney Plus, their streaming service, there's some rumors with that the New Mutants movie going straight to their streaming service. I know we talked about Hulu before.
Yeah.
That might be going directly to their Disney Plus or their streaming service, whatever they're coming out with.
So when is have you heard news as to when the Disney Plus is gonna happen?
I think it's sometime this year, at the end of the year.
They have so much fucking content.
Yeah,
It's
well, they have a
ridiculous.
whole bunch of stuff already in development, like series, like shows for those for that streaming service already filming and everything.
Do you think they're gonna put the Marvel series they had it for Netflix on there and shit?
I don't think they can touch that
You don't
because that's
Does it have
newer
Netflix.
shows or put
Like the Punisher and stuff.
like
Yeah,
make
like,
newer seasons?
yeah, newer
Oh.
seasons.
Oh yeah, they could probably do that, but they have to wait 2 years
Well, yeah, because they're still
contract.
they're affiliated with Netflix.
Yeah. So yeah. Along with some of that, some more news. Johnny Depp is suing Amber Heard for defamation of character.
I read about this.
She has, since their divorce or split up, whatever. I don't know if they were married or not, but she has gone on to say that he's super abusive. He's an alcoholic. He has problems. He beats her. All that type of stuff. And apparently, he's claiming now that everything she said is completely.
Well, yeah, we know
fake.
he's an alcoholic.
Yeah,
because
well, he's been caught on
I
set.
read like in this little short article that he submitted videos of her being like very like abusive towards him.
On one of the articles I read, they said that supposedly there's videos, or he has videos, I don't know if he showed them or not, of her hitting herself to bruise her face or her body or whatever to make it look, and he's recording her like, you're stupid, I'm recording you.
The thing I read said that he submitted those videos into like the court or whatever.
And so if that's true, she's probably never gonna work either. But
Isn't
he's suing
she
her
an
for
Aquaman?
She's an Aquaman. There's Aquaman 2 already supposed to come out in 2022, and if this is true, she's probably gonna get recasted because I don't think they want to be.
Damn, I don't think they want to be associated with that shit.
I mean, Warner Brothers is already doing stuff with what's not Harry Potter, but the new Harry Potter stuff.
The Beast.
Yeah, the Beast.
Beautiful Greek creature. No.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
But I mean, Johnny Depp's in that, and he's known for being abusive and or whatever, and they're still sticking with him on those movies.
But that's Johnny Depp, though. Like,
yeah, that's you can forgive him.
Like Johnny Depp. Is
He's
like
abusive
that,
and alcoholic, but he's Johnny Depp, so
that's Johnny Depp.
that cancels out.
Abuse me, Captain Sparrow.
But that just seems so easy, though. Like, oh, he's an alcoholic and he has
Fantastic Beast.
There you go. Yeah, Fantastic Beast.
Like that's such an easy he's the easy go-to.
Yeah, like
you know,
it's
like he has issues, so it's his fault type of thing. Well, who knows? I mean, girls are crazy too.
Yeah. So I guess he even said that she beat herself up, and on one occasion she nearly severed one of his fingers off.
Ooh, that is crazy.
That's what he said. That's we'll find out eventually.
Then was he on mushrooms that day, or what the fuck?
I don't know, but we might be looking at a new Mira for Aquaman 2.
Damn.
If that happens. And then one of the I didn't tell you this, but one of the reasons why they recasted Will Smith's character from Deadshot was because or from Suicide Squad was because Deadshot is supposed to be the main focus in the second one.
Oh, okay.
And so they needed him
to be full on board full.
And Will Smith,
damn, Idris Elba and James Gunn.
Yeah,
together.
He's one of the guys. He's a guy who's been on Marvel too. So Idris Elba's been in all the Thor movies.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So yeah,
hopefully it's better than the Thor movies. I'm just gonna say that.
You didn't like Ragnarok? I liked Ragnarok. I thought that was the best one.
No, not right. The first two.
Yeah.
Dark World. Ragnarok.
I didn't like the Dark World.
It's alright.
Ragnarok was a good that was a good lead up to Infinity War.